What's up, legends, and welcome to a very impromptu kind of update ramble video. First of all, at the time of recording, it is 12:33 on Tuesday, April 4th, and UConn Huskies, the men's basketball team, has just won March Madness, and I just feel very happy because I went there and I started school in 2017, and every single sports team imaginable has just blew chunks the last 7 years, and it is it's finally happened where we've won something. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think it would be the men. I expected the women's basketball team to do a lot better, but hey, I'll take what I can get. So yes, I just decided to sit down and just talk about some things because I'm ecstatic, but I'm also very tired. So hopefully this video won't go on for too long. And I did write down everything that I wanted to say so that it would be slightly organized. So big news from today is that there are two new sets on the horizon. They have been officially announced. The first one is Sun's Origin, which features Tomo Gozen and Oda, oh boy, Nobunaga. Probably should have written down the spelling of those instead of just trying to go off the top. But yeah, those are two really cool characters from, I think, Japanese history. I think Oda was a famous general, and Tomo is just a really good warrior. I play tested both of them. They're amazing. And then the next set is, actually, I should say, Sun's Origin. I think supposed to come out in like Q4 of this year. The next set is actually the fifth secret Marvel set that was hiding in plain sight the whole time. It is Brains and Brawn. I'm assuming, because I don't think it would be Bronze and Brain. Anyways, this set has Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, who is my favorite MCU character, and She-Hulk, which I unironically think the She-Hulk MCU show is like one of the best MCU shows. Fight me on that in the comments if you want. So I'm actually very excited for this set, and I'm not even like a basic Spider-Man boy. You know who you are. Uh, I'm actually really excited for both She-Hulk and Doctor Strange. There was a form of Doctor Strange in playtesting that was my favorite iteration of any Unmatched character ever, but it was super broken, and the combo potential was amazing. But I hope some form of that deck still exists because I will really enjoy playing as that. So some people are kind of sick of Marvel, and you know what? If that's you, don't buy it. Yeah, I get that Marvel's like oversaturated in the market right now, but it sells, and companies wouldn't be doing it if they weren't going to make a buttload of money. So I will be buying that. I'll also be buying Sun's Origins, and I am very, very excited about both of these sets. Yeah, I'm not going to speculate too much on the characters because I roughly know what they are, but let's just say I am anxiously awaiting. And we can't even forget that For King and Country is coming out this year too. So we got a lot on the horizons, as well as Tales to Amaze. So that's a lot of new Unmatched stuff. That's what, like 12 characters? So yeah, the rest of 2023 is looking really exciting from an Unmatched perspective. And speaking of other stuff going on in the Unmatched community, April Fool's Day, one of my favorite holidays. I think 2 years ago I made the first fake tier list, and as per tradition, I had to do something again this year. So I realized how clickbaity that was. That was kind of the point. Although nowhere in the video, except the thumbnail, did I say anything about Unmatched. So really, it's your fault for clicking on what you thought would be an Unmatched video, but it didn't have Unmatched in the title. This is me just trying to justify it. Suzanne was a little cross with me for using that thumbnail, so I don't know if I'm going to get an early preview copy of that set, but hopefully I do, because I will make it up to you guys by like actually recording a video of me and Palm playing as Black Widow and Black Panther. So I'm going to use the same title and thumbnail too. So maybe you'll fall for that again in a couple months. But I also did a collaboration with, again, Palm, but also Darkblade and Bryden. We played a game of T-Rex versus Sattler with her monitor off because, as Bryden says, Sattler can beat T-Rex without using a monitor. So we decided to put that to the test, and we played that game, and it's up on Darkblade's channel. This is his first video, so go check him out. Darkblade, if you are unaware, is like the MVP of Unmatched Twitch because he will just stream everything. He'll stream other people's games for them, and it just really helps the community feel like a community, because if there's some sort of event going on, Darkblade's probably streaming it, and that is really awesome of him. So I'll link to his YouTube down in the description, so go subscribe to him after this video. Yeah, April Fool's Day. Also, an Unmatched Team League is coming back, so the return of the happening is happening. I'll probably just make some videos about that because I love Team League and I love the happening, and my Eggmen of the East are finally gonna beat those silly European Goombas this year, hopefully. And sort of like me update news, I guess, if you want to call it, because apparently me talking about my life is news now. No, this is kind of just like the point where I'm just going to say what's going on in my life, like outside of Unmatched, but still in the sphere of board games. And if you can connect with that at all, please leave a comment and we'll talk about it. But spring is here, and I love spring because I love sunshine. I am like a forgotten houseplant that was pushed off into the shade for far too long, but now the curtains are cracked, the sun is beaming in, and I'm getting new life. I love skiing, and I love the first snowfall of the year, but other than that, I hate winter. So I'm just so excited to be able to go outside in shorts. But so anyway, spring's here. Love spring. I also want to thank everyone that helped me out with that community post I made about Arkham Horror, because Palm and I we've gone a little bit down the rabbit hole in terms of Arkham Horror. We realized, or at least I realized, Palm didn't read any of the comments you guys left because he doesn't like things getting spoiled for him, but I am a little bitch baby and was like, help. But we realized the core set does not prepare you at all for like properly playing the game. So we got all of the like starter investigator packs, and we just got like the Dunwich campaign and investigator box. We have a bunch more cards now. We ran through the Dunwich Legacy campaign. The no spoiler summary of how our first campaign went was 2 horrible losses, 2 amazing victories, and like 3 losses, a mere victory, and then a horrible loss to finish the campaign. And the spoiler version of that is I was playing as Harvey, who loves drawing cards, except there's that one hex in the Dunwich campaign where, like, when your deck runs out, you basically take 10 damage and die. So did not adequately prepare myself for the campaign, but hopefully when we go back and play it again, I will build a deck that I can actually use. So yeah, plus I don't think I would be like pure Seeker anymore. I think like green is really my true calling, but in a 2-player campaign, I don't know if I can be green, especially since in Path to Carcosa, which we're going to run next, Palm is going to be red, and I don't think green and red is going to work. I don't think Arkham likes Christmas, but so yeah, I'll probably be some sort of like blue hybrid of something else and just kill things. I'm also getting into Crisis Protocol because I was at Prospero's store, which I'll get to in a second. I saw a bunch of stuff that was 30% off, and Palm already has the core set and started painting some minis. So I said, you know what? If it's 30% off, I'll just grab a bunch of stuff. So I got all the Guardians of the Galaxy because love me some Guardians, and built some minis last night, and it's actually like kind of addicting. I did not think I would like that sort of stuff. Like I always saw people that like paint their minis, and I'm like, how cool could it really be? Uh, but now, like, just having to actually build my own mini and probably paint it, because I think that'd be fun. And just like seeing this thing that I've created, it's like my little baby, but obviously a lot less work than a real baby. It's exciting, so I'm probably gonna become a little mini man and paint some things, and I'll post it on my Instagram, so you can check out my beautiful guardians in all their glory. But so yeah, we have yet to actually play a game of that, but hopefully we like it, because the first thing I'm gonna buy, the first like big terrain piece, will be Sanctum Sanctorum, because I love Doctor Strange, and I saw that in Prospero's store, but I couldn't justify spending $80. It was 30% off though. $80 on a big dollhouse, essentially, for a game that I have never played and don't know if I'll actually like. But we'll see. I'll updates on that to come. And speaking of Prospero's store, two weeks ago, there was a tournament at Master Goblin Games State College for Unmatched, and of course, Palm and I had to roll in there and take their lunch money yet again, which we did a year ago. In this tournament, there were actually two tournaments, but we didn't go to the first one because it was supposed to be beginner friendly, and I got some schlack for signing up for that. Prospero said, "Baked goods, you're not a beginner," and I said, "Oh, sorry, I didn't read it. I just saw Unmatched tournament and signed up." But anyways, there was a later tournament that day, which used kind of like the Gen Con like matchup format, where basically you and your opponent each prepare matchups, and then your opponent will pick what side of the matchup that you propose they want to play. So you basically have to propose even matchups that you can probably win from both sides, regardless of the map, and just go to town. And this is a really interesting format, because obviously getting really close matchups doesn't always happen in competitive play, because obviously you're trying to line up like good matchups and counters and the meta and stuff. But in a format like this, where you don't get to pick what side of the matchup you're playing, but you get to pick the matchup, it incentivizes you to pick something that you're familiar with, that you feel comfortable with, but is still close regardless of what side you play. Really interesting. So the matchups I brought were Buffy, Cloak and Dagger, which is something that I've practiced with Big Mike a lot. That's a really fun matchup. And I was like, hey, if people actually pick this matchup, I probably know Cloak and Dagger better than them. So regardless of what side I play, should be fine. And my other matchup was Yanenga Raptors, which is just really, really fun. And my first match, I played Julia Lunadix, and my Raptors beat her Yanenga. And then the matchup we played from her side was Bruce Lee Ghost Rider, which I ended up winning as Ghost Rider, because Ghost Rider loves secret passage maps. And then in the next round, I actually ended up playing Palm, which is really funny, because we drove 4.5 hours to a different state to play each other in a tournament. And we played Yanenga Raptors again, except he chose Raptors, so I was Yanenga. And it was amazing, because Palm always says your win rate will go up if you play the card you need when you need it. And that was literally me as Yanenga. My opening turn was Maneuver, Master of the Hunt, Double Attack, Block, Master of the Hunt, Double Attack, Take, and then like another attack. And then that was just like a Raptor dead on the first turn. And then I drew all 3 Stallion charges in the next 10 cards, and it was ridiculous. And poor Palm. And the next game we played was Little Red Yanenga, which also went my way because Palm was not good at drawing attacks that game. I was Little Red. So yeah, and then basically the way that worked out, I was sitting at 10 points. Prospero also had 10 points, but it was getting late, so we said, hey, we're both winners today, and we both wrote our names up on the wall. So everyone in State College, Pennsylvania will know that once again, I got the better of them, even though one of the people I beat was from Connecticut. So asserting dominance over Pennsylvania, one of my favorite things to do. And that's basically everything I wanted to say. If you are watching this far, you've sat through 15 and a half minutes. I'll let you in on a little secret. I am so happy from UConn winning that my tier list is coming out in the next week. Don't tell anyone. Just say, if you're excited for it, say in the comments, say, oh boy, baked goods, please be nice to Pennsylvania. Say, oh boy, baked goods, I want a Philly cheesesteak. Just say that. No context. Just say that. Say, oh boy, baked goods. Don't put another crack in the Liberty Bell baked goods. What are you doing with that chisel baked goods? So yeah, that's kind of like my April springtime update. Tell me what's new with you. What games have you been playing? How are you feeling about the release slate for Unmatched? Because there's a lot coming out. What are you excited for? What are you not? And how do you feel knowing that my basketball team is better than yours? Ooh, first time I can say that in a long time. So yeah, this is Baked Goods. It's springtime. Not going to quote the producers right here because this is YouTube. But it's springtime for someone. Doctor Strange. It's springtime for Doctor Strange. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. It is Genie Deanie, not the other one. And as always, like, subscribe, and yeet!